What's up guys, my name is Robin Campbell. I'm the founder of the DanceDojo.com, where we help you become a better social dancer. If you're just tuning in, this is our Finding the Beat course, and it is progressive. So if you want to understand what's going on in this video, you need to watch the previous videos. All the links are in the video description below, so check those out first, and let's get started. All right guys, here we are, we're back. I'm Robin Campbell, the founder of Dance Dojo, and I just wanted to give you some more tips here related to the salsa beat machine and how you can go about finding the beat. So I've got 5 tips for you right now. Tip number 1 is the difference between the salsa beat machine and real salsa music is in salsa beat machine, you're just creating one continuous pattern of music, so one phrase. In real salsa music, you're going to have phrases in one part of the song and different phrases in the later parts of the song. So if you really want to get used to hearing salsa music, you have to listen to real music, real salsa music. So do that every day. This is good as an investigation, but listen to real salsa music every day. Tip number 2, focus on the phrasing, not an individual instrument. What do I mean by that? So salsa beat machine is great for being able to isolate individual instruments, turn things on and off. But what's going to happen when you listen to a real salsa song is if you get really used to a specific instrument and you're relying on that instrument for finding the beat or whatever reason, in a real song, that instrument might not be played throughout the entire song. So for example, the cowbell is not often heard in the introduction of the song. It's more often heard in the montuno section later in the song. And the structure of a song is a different topic, but all I want you to know is if you focus on an individual instrument, you might not be able to hear it because there's many layers in the song, or it might not be being played at all. So instead, focus on absorbing the music as a whole, and what you'll find is your brain is actually wired, and it's very good at this, and this is how we've evolved as far as we have. It's very good at taking in inputs and categorizing those inputs as in, this is similar, this is different, this is good, this is bad. And so by listening to salsa music and listening to it as a whole, your brain is going to start picking apart, oh, this is the same as what I just heard. This phrase is repeating. Oh, this phrase is different from this phrase. And your brain is naturally going to start picking up on these things if you keep listening to music and feeding it inputs. And so by listening to things as a whole, you're going to start picking up those phrases and be able to tell when things change so that you can find the one. Whereas if you focus on a single instrument, you might not be able to rely on it in a real song because it might not be being played. Okay? Tip number 3, avoid focusing on the clave. Okay? A lot of people, or I've heard people recommend that you need to learn when the clave, and the clave is these 2 wooden sticks here that they hit together to make a beat that sounds something like this, ba, 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 ba. And the thing about the clave is it's a syncopated rhythm. So as a beginner, it's very difficult to understand what beats it's hitting, and it doesn't really help you find the one as a beginner, because it's not always hitting the one. So forget about the clave. It's a very important instrument of this salsa, but you can learn about it later. Don't worry about the clave. Tip number 4. Beginners tend to want to step very quickly. They get very excited, and it's sometimes hard for them to follow or count slower salsa songs. I was the same way. When I started salsa, I was stepping really quickly. I loved the faster songs. I could stay on beat with the faster songs. As soon as you turned on a slower song, I was stepping off beat. I couldn't stay on the rhythm. So what I recommend to you is take a deep breath, listen to the music, don't get overexcited. So if this happens to you as a beginner, become aware of that. Self-awareness is very important because then you can adjust and change that. Tip number 5, and by far the most important tip here, is the goal is to be a little bit better today than yesterday. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Your only goal is to be better today than you were yesterday. Learning is a process. Don't sweat it if you're having a hard time. Don't compare yourself to others. Everybody brings different experience and different skills to the table. I grew up in a family that didn't listen to music very much growing up. I don't come from a culture of music and dance in Canada. And so if you compare yourself to someone who grew up in a culture of music and dance or has played sports all their life and is more coordinated than you, then you're going to put yourself down. And it just doesn't make any sense because you can't compare yourself to them. You are not them. You're on your own learning journey. So your only goal is to continue on your journey and try and practice today so that you're a little bit better than yesterday, and just focus on yourself. You can learn anything. Anybody can learn anything at any age. It's a scientifically proven fact. There's books about it. I've read them. So don't get discouraged. Keep it up. I know you can do it, and we're here to help you. We're going to give you the good information that's going to help you progress and succeed in your goals of finding the beat in salsa music. So I hope you continue with us. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, smash the like button, that thumbs up button below. Subscribe to us if you haven't already. As always, if you have any questions, comment below. There's always extra information and links in the descriptions, in the video descriptions, so go check those out. And stay tuned for the next video. It's coming up. All right, ciao for now.